Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your match preview for our midweek fixture, which is taking place this week. Norwich versus Chelsea at Carrow Road, and this is a fixture where, to be honest, we're looking at this on paper and thinking, surely we go over there and get a result. But we got to be humble, we got to be objective, and we got to be sincere with our thoughts here. We can't get carried away just because Norwich are sitting bottom of the table. You never know what can happen. That's just the truth. Although 99 times out of 100, you think Chelsea will go to Carrow Road and win. Anyway, we'll get into the details very shortly. Before I do, want to let you know this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. Download the OneFootball app for all of your footballing needs, whether it's keeping up with Champions League games that are happening this midweek, whether it's the Premier League tomorrow, whether it's the weekend, whether it's all the transfer news that's going to be popping up as we approach the summer, your stats from this league, another league, your team, another team, the player you want, or another player. It's there, so make sure you hit that link in the description. Download it now and enjoy. Let's get into this. Norwich City versus Chelsea. As I've just mentioned, Norwich currently sit bottom. They're bottom of the league, and they're sitting on 17 points after 27 games. Watford just ahead of them with 19 points. And Burnley, Sean Dyche FC, on 21 with a game in hand. And then above them, there's Everton, who have a game in hand. Leeds, who are above them, who don't have any games in hand. And then there's, well, Brentford are a little bit afar, I would say, even though you never know. But yeah, that relegation battle is starting to get tasty, which is also why, it's one of the reasons why we can't take Norwich too lightly, because when you're approaching this stage of the season, when there's only 10, 11 games left or less, those relegation teams start to act a little bit too dangerous because they've got nothing to lose. You know, it's like a dog in a corner with nothing else, with nowhere else to go. They're going to come at you and bite, right? Norwich, I think, are going to do that. Now, do they have the quality? Probably not. I'll be real, probably not. But you never know. You never know. So Chelsea have to be at the top of their games tomorrow. Remember, we've got Arsenal breathing down the back of our necks, even though right now we are picking up results and it's looking like it'll be okay. We're sitting third in the league on 53 points. Arsenal in fourth on 48 points, but Arsenal have a game in hand. If Arsenal win that game in hand, they go 2 points behind us. At that point, third and fourth, anything's possible. And, when you're looking at the other teams, they're a bit afar. Man United on 28 games, West Ham on 28 games, Tottenham on 26, but even if they were to somehow win those 2 games, even though I don't think they will, they'll probably win one and lose one, because that's what Tottenham are doing lately. I don't think anyone will catch us. And I have to put Arsenal in that bracket because I think Arsenal are going to be in that conversation as well. So Chelsea and Arsenal, I think, will be getting third and fourth if I'm predicting right now. Something I never thought I'd say. I thought Arsenal would finish 10th, but there you go. Anyway, it's going to be a game that we have to win. You know, it's a game where it's pretty much a game in hand for us. If we even want to think of trying to catch Liverpool at the moment, they're 10 points ahead of us with having played one more game. So if we were to win tomorrow, we go to 7 points. Maybe it's reachable. Maybe we can give it a go. We can give it a go. So you know what? We have to keep winning and see what happens. So tomorrow, in terms of team news for Norwich, Billy Gilmore won't be able to play because he is on loan from his parent club, which is us, and we're rocking up to his new gaff, so he won't be able to play. He's going to have to come into our dressing room and just, check on how the lads have been doing. That's pretty much it. But apart from that, for Chelsea, REECE James is looking like he's going to be a doubt. He's a major fitness doubt, apparently. Apparently, it's all muscular. No actual injury, just in terms of the amount of minutes he's played. He's kind of been rushed through. So I don't expect him to play. And to be honest, if there's one game in the Premier League where you're going to rest him, it was probably against Norwich. So I wouldn't mind if he doesn't play tomorrow. Therefore, he's available for the weekend. I will take that. And apart from that, everyone is available. Ben Chilwell's back to training. Not full team training, individual training. But he's back running. He's back on grass, and it's great. That's fantastic to see. So who knows? Maybe he'll be available for the Champions League final. Of course, because we're going to be playing that, so it is what it is. I'm kidding. I'll take my blue tinted glasses off and I'll put them down. We'll wait and see what happens in the Champions League. But Ben Chilwell back to training is very encouraging. Apart from that, everyone's pretty much available. So without further ado, let's jump into who I think Thomas Tuchel's going to go with tomorrow. Right, let's start off in goal. Without question, Mr. Edouard Mendy. Has to be Edouard Mendy, without a doubt. And Kepa, is he even going to play for the rest of the season? I don't think so. You got FA Cup quarterfinals if that ends up happening soon. The Champions League if we make it against Lille, quarterfinal there. The Premier League starting to get tasty. I don't think Kepa plays for Chelsea again, if I'm honest, because in the summer, I do believe he might be on the way out to go and pursue first-team football. So, yeah, it's going to be Mendy from now and here on out. So, Mendy in goal. In the back three, I think we're going to stick with a back three, if I'm honest, because it seems like we have the personnel for it, at least. But Chalobah, Thiago Silva and Rudiger is who I would go with. Now, Christensen... Some would debate and go with Christensen ahead of Chalobah. Personally, I don't think Christensen's going to start for any game where we don't have to rest anyone. Because Christensen's on the way out. And we know this. And Thomas Tuchel in the press conference was asked about Christensen and he tried to make it seem like we don't know. Everyone knows he's on the way out. He tried to make it seem like, maybe he hasn't signed yet, so, it's a bit of a concern, but we have to wait and see. Maybe he stays, maybe he'll go. No. Listen, Thomas Tuchel, I understand in front of the press he's not going to talk. If it's not made official by the club, he's acting professional, but Christensen's joining Barca this week. Okay, it's done. June 2027 is when his contract ends at Barcelona. Everything's in place. He will be going to Barca, so I think Chalobah is going to be used. Instead of using someone that's going to be leaving, you're going to use the guy who's sticking around. So I think Chalobah will get the nod. That is who I would go with anyway, and that's who I think Thomas Tuchel would go with. In terms of the wing-backs, I think it's going to be Azpilicueta. As I've just mentioned, Reece James is a doubt, and if he's a major doubt, he'll be treated like he's injured. So in that case, rest him for the weekend. Therefore, Aspi starts. Alonso will come back in. Alonso's fit. He's ready to go. So Alonso back at left wing back, his position. So that would be nice. In terms of the midfield, I think it's not even really a debate at this point. Kante, Kovacic. You know what's mad? And I'm going to get to the front three. We're starting to get some stability. We're starting to get some consistency. This is great. I've been killing for this. Not literally, but I've been wanting to see this. In terms of our midfield, who we're going to go with now, it's starting to show Kante, Kovacic. Both of them are starting to take themselves a bit more to the next level. And even the front three that I'm about to give to you, consistency. Finally. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the front three. Personally, on the left-hand side, Christian Pulisic. He's been looking good. We're starting to see some consistency from Pulisic. Assist and goal last game. Pretty much like the rest of the lads that I'm about to mention. But Pulisic, in terms of his last 3-4 games, brilliant. Fantastic. Keep it up. On that left-hand side, the side that you want to play. And we're playing Norwich. So he should have the freedom. All the players I'm about to mention should have the space and the freedom, as long as Norwich don't turn into flipping prime Real Madrid on the day. You never know. But Pulisic on the left, without question. On the right-hand side, Hakim Ziyech. Look, he's fit, he's available, he plays. He is the first one that showed a decent amount of consistency. So for me, he's in the team. Immediately. So Ziyech on the right-hand side. And you know what? I think against Norwich, we can afford to go a little bit ultra-attacking. We don't need to focus too much on the midfield. I think Kante and Kovacic will be able to handle it. So the rest can be focused on, get into the box, create and score. Therefore, Ziyech, Pulisic on the wings would be lovely. And Thomas Tuchel's mentioned this guy. It's going to be Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to get the nod, I think, for the rest of the season now, as long as he keeps this up. And that's going to spell a little bit of a bad thing for Lukaku and for Timo Werner, because right now Kai Havertz is killing it. He's absolutely killing it. And now some of you are probably going, well, if this is a front three, where's Mason Mount? Mason Mount scored against Norwich in our last game. He got a hat-trick the last time we played them. We won 7-0. He's scored, I think, in the last 3 times we've played Norwich. Well, listen, I don't think it's a case of one player's always going to score against the same opposition every single time they face them for the rest of his life. I don't think that's the case. Unless you're Didier Drogba and you're playing against Arsenal. That's a different story. That was 1 in a million. Arsenal got traumatized by Didier. We know this. Look, in terms of this, I think right now against Norwich, going a bit ultra-attacking, as I've already mentioned, we don't need to rely on having someone just in behind Kai Havertz. I think there's going to be enough from Kante and Kovacic in order to drive. I think our wing-backs are going to be offensive. And I think Ziyech and Pulisic need to be in this team. They have to be. So therefore, that's why I'm going with them, with Kai Havertz, who has to be in this team as well. And I've gone with that front three because I just think it's so potent. So therefore, that is what I think Thomas Tuchel's going to go with. Kai Havertz, hopefully he keeps banging in the goals, get some consistency there as well. He's already beginning to show it and proves that he can be the number 9 that we need for the rest of the season. And then in the summer, hopefully with a new owner, or we'll see what happens, we can then begin to talk business. Because right now, in terms of bringing players in, I think everything is on the shelf. Without a new owner, nothing will be done. Nothing will be done. So expect a quiet summer as long as there is no new owner through the door. So therefore, Kai Havertz has a chance to prove himself now. Let's see what happens. But that, I think, that would be my starting 11, and that is what I think Thomas Tuchel is going to go with tomorrow. And in terms of a score prediction, I am going to go... I want to be a bit humble, but at the same time, I tried to be humble against Burnley. It didn't work, right? My heart was saying 3-0, we ended up winning 4-0. My head was saying 1-1, we won 4-0. So you know what, Norwich, I think we'll win. I'm going to go Norwich 0, Chelsea 3. I'll go 3-0 win away at Carrow Road. Again, unless Norwich turn into prime Real Madrid, Barca, PSG, whoever you want to put, you never know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But that is my prediction. Let me know your prediction in the comment section below. What 11 would you start? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. And tomorrow, I will be here for the watch-along. So make sure you're here for that one. Kickoff is at 7:30 UK time. So I will be starting the watch-along at 7 p.m. UK time on the dot. Lateness may be greatness. We'll see. But I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care and peace.